Hi everyone, this is Janet from Simply Hooked by Janet. Today I'm going to go over how to make this ruffle towel ring. You can also just call it a towel holder, but this ruffle detail is what allows you to hang it onto your stove handle or wherever you want to hang it. So let's go over the materials. You either need a bulky weight yarn, category 5, you'll hold that single stranded, or today I'm going to be using a worsted weight category 4 yarn, but I'm going to hold this double stranded. And for the crochet hook, I'll be using a 5.5mm crochet hook, but you could use whatever size that might work best with your tension and the yarn that you're using. You'll need your scissors, a yarn needle, and this wood ring. Outer edge to outer edge, this ring measures about 2 3/4 of an inch, but the inside is just under 2 inches. So let's go ahead and get started. To get started on the towel holder, you'll make your slip knot. And we're going to attach the yarn to this wood ring. So I put my hook through the middle of the ring and then add the loop onto my hook. Tighten it a little bit. And then pull it back through the front of the ring, through the hole. Yarn over and pull through the loop. That attaches the yarn to the ring. So we'll chain 1. We're going to work 8 single crochet around this ring. There's 1, 2. So you have to figure out how to hold this a certain way as you crochet your stitches around it. 3. Okay, once you have your 8 stitches on the ring, you'll chain 1 and turn. And then, so this is row 1. Now row 2, we're going to just work half double crochet across. So half double crochet in the first, and then half double crochet across. Now for row 3, we'll chain 1 and turn. In this row, we'll work in the back loop only. So these top loops, we're just going to work in this back one. So half double crochet in the back loop only across. When you get to the last stitch, I like to put the last stitch of each of these following rows into the top loops, both of them, not just the back loop. So the last stitch can go in the top 2 loops like a stitch normally would. So rows 3 through 11, you're just going to repeat row 3. So half double crochet in the back loop only across. And the last stitch you can make that stitch being both top loops rather than just the back loop only. So rows 3 through 11, go ahead and work that and we'll meet back for row 12. Okay, I have my 11 rows finished. So here, before you start row 12, you can see or try this on where you're going to hang it to see if it has enough length or if it might be too much length. So you could adjust however many rows to get the length that you need. To start row 12, you'll chain 1, turn, and in the back loop only across, we're just going to do single crochet. So back loop only, single crochet across the row for row 12. To start row 13, you'll chain 2, and that does not count as a stitch. And in each stitch across, we're going to work 3 double crochet. So 3 double crochet in the first stitch, and then 3 double crochet in all of the following stitches across. So this is what row 13 will look like when you're completed with it. You'll have 24 stitches across. So for row 14, we'll chain 2 and turn, and chain 2 does not count as a stitch. And in each stitch across, we're going to work a double crochet and chain 1 3 times in each stitch across. So there's 1 for the first stitch, there's 2, double crochet, chain 1, and then 3. So double crochet, chain 1 3 times in each stitch across for the entire row. So this is what row 14 will look like once that's complete. And for row 15, the last row, I'm going to switch or join a contrast color. And for the contrast color, you want it to be a worsted weight. So if you use bulky for this part of your project, if you have a worsted weight contrast color, you could try and use that rather than bulky weight. But join your second color and then chain one and turn. I'm going to skip the first stitch, and in the second stitch, in the back loop only, I'm going to work a slip stitch. So across this entire row, you're going to work back loop only, slip stitches. So back loop, slip stitch. So this is the last row completed. The contrast color adds a lot more visual interest to the ruffle. So now you'll fasten off and weave in your ends. Then I can show you how you can use the towel holder. Once your towel ring is complete, you'll want your towel to be folded into thirds. So basically the way it comes folded if you purchase it from the store. Gather one end and shove it through or push it through the ring, and then make it even on there. And to hang this, you'll take this part, the long part, hang it over top of whatever you want to hang it to, like the stove handle. And then from the back, you'll push the ruffle through to the front through the ring. And that's how this is hung onto something. And it's decorative as well as functional for your home. So this would make a great gift any time of year for birthdays, holidays, housewarming gift for friends, loved ones, or coworkers. So I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and thanks so much for following along.